Hi, welcome back to the kitchen. I'm Chef John Tapper, Chef de Cuisine at Thoroughbreds Chop House and Seafood Grill here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And today I got a great topic for you. Today in the kitchen, we're gonna be sous-vide Duroc pork shanks. So we're gonna be making them sous-vide Osso Buco style. I got these nice Duroc pork shanks we got from the distributor. So I'm gonna show you how easy it is to create this magnificent dish. Super simple. You can serve it at the restaurant, serve it at home. If you don't have sous vide, I'll give you instructions on how to braise them at the end of the video. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Now to get this dish going, you do not need much to start with. I did want to take notice, these are the Duroc volcano cut pork shanks. And you can see they're volcano cut just by the way that they're cut on the bone to stand up like a volcano. So we're gonna start with a really good product, these Duroc pork shanks. For seasonings, we just need a little salt, little pepper, a mixture of granulated onion and garlic. In the rondeau, we're gonna have some fresh garlic, some fresh rosemary, and a little bit of butter just to give it some nice browning. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna season up these shanks and get them into rondeau. Now the next step, we're just gonna make sure these babies are seasoned up, nice 360 season on these shanks. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna grab our shank and our seasoning and just give it a little nice 360 turn. As you season it, make sure we got seasoning all over these shanks, and we'll do these piggies some justice. You know, I like to do the best I can with the food. Make sure there's seasoning all over these. This one looks good. And we'll go one more time. Salt and pepper, garlic, granulated onion. We'll get seasoning all over these shanks, and then we'll get them in the rondeau. So these are looking good. Just gonna make sure it's generously coated. Wanna make sure it has enough flavor. Not too much salt, but enough flavor to make sure this baby's gonna taste good when it's done. So now that we got these seasoned up, we're gonna get them in the rondeau, get them seared off, get them vacked off, and get them in the sous vide. I'll show you what we got. Now the next thing we wanna do is get these shanks in the rondeau. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna brown them for a couple minutes on each side. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put in the butter, the rosemary, the fresh garlic, and create a nice rosemary garlic butter to coat each shank with. And it creates a lot of flavor, and it's just beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and roll each one of these shanks in that flavored butter and oil, and just get all that flavor all up on these shanks once you have them browned. And it just creates a ton of flavor, and it's delicious. So we're gonna do this for a couple more minutes. We're gonna get them in the sous vide bags. We're gonna sous vide them 190 degrees for 7 to 8 hours, and then I'll show you the final plate up, so stay tuned. Now I've got these cooled for about a half an hour. So one thing I did wanna mention at this point is if you did wanna just simply cook these in the oven, if you don't have a sous vide circulator, a lot of people don't, what we'd wanna do is take these out of the rondeau, saute some carrots, celery, and onions, a good bit, in the bottom, about 2 inches. Get those sweated, cooked off a little bit, put the shanks back in, cover it with a little bit of beef broth or veal demi, chicken stock, and your favorite wine about 3/4 of the way up. Then we're gonna cover it with tin foil, cook it at 275, 300 degrees for 4 to 5 hours, depending on how fast your oven cooks. So that would be a simple braise putting in the oven. But what we did here, we're gonna prepare our sous vide bags, and we're just gonna get these going. Get them in our circulators, and we're gonna cook these 190 degrees for 7 to 8 hours. So try to get all the air out of there as much as you can, and we'll get them in the circulators. So I've got these pork shanks all vacuum sealed and loaded up in the circulators. Next, what I want to do is put a perforated pan on the top to try to seal in the heat just a little bit. It's helpful to have this small layer of water on the top. Seems to trap in heat better. Now when you load up the shanks, it's going to drop down your temperature a little bit in the circulator, but it will go back up to 190 degrees shortly. So go ahead with your perforated pan. You want to weigh down the pan because the shanks do get air in the bags and they like to float to the top. So find some little weights. Make sure they have a decent amount of room in between. We'll sous vide these babies for 7 to 8 hours. We'll come back with our final plate up. So it's been 7 hours at 190 degrees with these nice Duroc pork shanks. And I just wanted to show you the final plate up. We have some nice veal demi-glace On the side, we have some spring carrot puree. We have some sweet potato fingerlings that we seared on a flat top, and some bacon pecan crumbles, just to give a beautiful presentation and tie everything together. So thanks for watching. This is Food Fox, Chef John Tapper II, and we'll share more videos. Thanks for watching.